Hey, this is your recap Auntie. Hey, y'all, hey, this is Shar. Welcome to my channel. Welcome. I pushed play on my recorded video. Now I got to go back and pay for damn Paramount Plus to recap episode number 13. Because the orange, it took over the whole fucking hour. I'm like, you couldn't have talked about this shit tonight? Oh, yeah, I'll be back. All right, we open up at the country club and we see Jacob doing the toast again to the women of the hour, to Chelsea and Naomi. You know that, Naomi was looking real worried on the last episode. Danny says, excellent toast, Jacob. And now, if you excuse me, I have to go let Nicole know about Naomi's results. Are absolutely solidly confirmed. And why don't we all order another bottle of bubbly? I mean, I think we can all afford just a little extra today. Y'all better spend some money, y'all. That sounds so good, Mom. I think we've all earned an extra round, Chelsea says. So she goes to her sissy and says, I'm so glad we beat the odds, sis. Naomi with her sour ass talking about me too. So we pan over to Bill and Haley. Well, and this has been a day and a half already, hasn't it, Bill? So much stress waiting for the test results. Like she's so damn concerned. He's about, yeah, you're right. I can't argue that shit. And I'm gonna take you home and make you a nice big cup of tea with my secret ingredient. Hmm. Secret ingredient, huh? He says, what's that? Did y'all watch the behind the scenes episode with Bill? Timon did say that he feels that Bill knows that there's something, but he doesn't know what it is. So that is a clue. Bill thinks that there is something going on, but he doesn't know what it is. So I didn't think that he knew. He knew it when he woke up from falling out and fainting that time. But Timon did say on that episode behind the scenes that Bill has a clue that something's going on, but he doesn't quite know what it is. So she tells him, it's all love, sweetheart. That's the little extra. All of my big, luscious, extra juicy love. So why don't we but he just cuts her off. I think I'm gonna stick around a little longer, all right, baby? No, you know what I'm saying, for the girls. So he looked over at Danny because Danny had walked off to call Nicole. I mean, yeah, to call Nicole. So, Haley was like, of course. For the girls. Looking all sour. So Bill comes over there with Danny. I hate that I saw that little episode, little teaser about her kissing him this week. I'm just confusion. So she let out a big sigh. Oh. So Bill walks up behind her. He says, I feel you. She says, I haven't said anything for you to feel, Bill. He says that I am very fluent in your exhales, Danny. That was your thank God my babies are okay exhale. Used to hear that shit all the time when the girls were teenagers or when they went out after curfew. You nailed it, she says. I feel like I can breathe again. Breathe again. I am so grateful that our daughters are healthy and don't have to carry the uncertainty of having that damn BRCA gene any longer. Shit, Bill says, you know that's right. I wholeheartedly agree with that. And now you need to focus on your ass staying healthy, Danny, all right? You know that whatever you need to do, you know what you need. What he say? And you know that whatever you need to do that. I can read, y'all, and I got on my glasses. Whatever you need to do that. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm here for you, girl. That's what Bill said. Haley comes up there, honey. She says, and that goes for me as well, honey. We may have had our differences in the past. We're all family now, and that means we have to pull together. Bullshit. Get the bop, 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 bop. Hell, I was hoping that they was gonna play the full bop yesterday on the behind the scenes. I was like, just play the whole damn 3 minute song, okay? So we at the Bird Cafe and we see Andre there, and Nicole shows up. Oh, Andre. I always love bumping into you, nephew. He said, yeah, same. She didn't say nephew, but no matter what, that's still her nephew, no matter what. I love the little logo that they have for the Bird Cafe. How cute. Looks like a little cup. And I don't know what the scribble is. Y'all see it on the screen. It's so cute. So he was telling Nicole that he was just texting Danny to let her know that he was on his way to the club. He says, I guess you're on your way there too. Actually, I'm gonna let the Hamilton have their contingent and have their gathering together without me. He was like, wait a minute, but Danny did text you about Naomi's testing negative. Yeah. And that is such a huge relief, Nicole says. So he was like, so where are you heading in such a hurry? I was just texting Vanessa when I was bumped into you. I was just letting her know that I wasn't standing her up. Nah, I heard that being stood up is a drag. I've been stood up, y'all. How many times I was stood up? One mother sucker, at least 3 times, but he was a liar. He's like, I'm showing up, I'm coming, I'm coming. Didn't show up. I'll meet you there. Just scared, honey. Just scared. Still be trying to holler. Not now, but he would if I would open that door. Like, nigga, you scared. Leave me alone. I got somebody. I got Sir. Sir shows up every time. Anyway, how many of y'all been stood up? I would love to know your stories if you don't mind sharing. It ain't cool. Not just ghosted. Not just, stood up is when you make a date with somebody and they just don't show up. Is that ghosted? Is that the same thing? Y'all let me know. Because I thought that ghosted was when you were talking with somebody, and then all of a sudden they just disappear. But when you actually plan a date and then you show up and then they don't, that's being stood up, right? Am I right or am I wrong? Y'all let me know. Nicole says she hasn't been single long enough to be stood up. You better say that, B. She said, well, exactly. And recently I did have to scramble for a date. Andre with his nosy ass to my, oh, really? Well, how did that turn out? It was, she says, unexpected. It's Kyle. He looked good too. We haven't seen Kyle in so long. He gets off the elevator because I'd be like, where the fuck is Kyle? Hey, Kyle. So he's walking on the phone talking and walked past Shanice at the hospital. That's what I say. He's talking about the fractures were more, bad than what he thought. So, and Shanice is on the phone too at the nurse's station. I called food services 15 minutes ago to come clean up this fucking ice cream. Did you order all that ice cream, Shanice? Ice cream, honey, we have a new, view of ice cream, don't we, y'all? She's still fussing with whoever it is on the other line. You need to come and call somebody to take this shit off my counter now. I guess they say, we ain't coming to King and clean that shit up. And she was like, why? Oh, honey, you chose the wrong damn day to come for me. Then we go to the Bird Cafe. And I guess Nicole had left because we see Nessa is there. I love her little cute brown fur coat. I got a couple of those little fur coats. I bought me a cute one from Shein this weekend. And Nicole sent Vanessa a text saying she'd be right back. I love Vanessa's purse. I love that purse. Oh, it's so pretty. And Vanessa, speaking of coat, honey, she took the coat off the shoulder, honey, doing the duck lip, baby, and doing her little selfies. And now she great show them flat teeth. She great show that little clee and get ready to take some more pictures. Are you taking them for Joey? That damn Leslie comes there out the blue, still wearing that red dress, scared the fuck out of Vanessa because she was trying to do a photo bomb. Oh, that's what Vanessa said. Excuse me, I blew out your eardrum. She's like, oh God. Oh. And don't be embarrassed, Leslie says. I send a sexy text to my boo all the time, too. Sorry, y'all. I'm watching the show on my computer, not on the TV. So my brain is so used to my hands working things a certain way. So if you heard a little bit of the conversation, just ignore it. But that's Leslie. Leslie is cute now. I love this little curly dude that she's been wearing, the little twist out with the curl. It is so cute. And she's wearing this beautiful red dress, honey. It is gorgeous. Yeah. So who's your boo, honey, that you be texting your sexy text to? Vanessa was like, oh, I wasn't aware that I had all that going on. Yeah, I do. Leslie says, well, since I ran into you, I have to tell you. This is what Vanessa says. Please don't let Leslie and Nicole run into each other. Please. One thing I will say. She's still a clownish energy, but I'm liking her boss bitch power. I'm talking about Leslie. I can't lie. I do like it. Last year, it was just too much for me. I just was like, I every time she came on the screen, I couldn't stand it. Now I was pleasantly surprised. I'm like the fact that she has another person to set her sights to instead of Ted all the time looking desperate. I didn't like her looking desperate, y'all, because she's a gorgeous Godiva diva. She's gorgeous. I just didn't like this. So I do like that she kind of got one of Joey's, kahunas in her hand. She might not have them both, but she got one. And everybody keeps telling him that he need to watch out for her. He keeps telling everybody, no, everybody keeps telling him that he needs to watch out for her. But with him, he's like, I can handle her. I don't know, my friend. I don't know. I'm blown away by Joey's gesture regarding the clinic. Oh, so am I, Leslie says. I mean, he's been pouring all that moolah to help that Phoenix Street community. And that will be for years to come, Leslie says. Oh, I wasn't talking about the money, Vanessa said. I was talking about how Joey was going to honor my late husband by dedicating the clinic to him. Ooh. My clinic, Leslie says. Is that so? I thought that he told her that. Yeah, he told her that at Orphe G. I mean, I'm at Uptown. That's when he got up and snatched his coat up and left, skedaddle. I thought he already told Leslie that. Shit. Now we at the next scene, and she's at Joey's bar again, serving herself. She's serving herself, and now she's going back in her mind, thinking about what Marcel told her ass about. You might want to rethink that partnership deal. He says Armstrong ain't the kind of motherfucker you knew on a cross. That's what Marcel tells her. So she's just leaning there on the damn bar, sipping the brown, and Joey just leaning on the door. Joey, you better not start fucking her. Wow. John and the girl who plays Vanessa says something on if Leslie ever found out that Doug offed that he was off because of Joey and Marcel, she gonna tell it. She gonna definitely hold that over his head. She just gotta find it out, and that's how she's gonna be able to have leverage over his ass. Anyway, Joey just comes to the door, stands in the doorway. He said, "Damn, I'm sorry, you just can't stay out of my private stash now, can you?" Well, let's just say that I'm keeping it on brand. I thought it made it clear that I will not be hands on of that clinic. Yeah, I got the message. So he takes her glass out of her fucking hand. He says, you don't have any other reason to be here and drinking my fucking booze, too. Except that I just heard from your little gun mole birdie. What? He says, I don't like anyone giving Vanessa nicknames, Pete. Okay, for Mrs. McBride, I'll make an exception. I appreciate your flexibility, Joey said. I am more than willing to be flexible when it comes to Vanessa's name. Now, her husband's name on my clinic. Now, see, that's a whole other story. So Kyle is comes behind the nurse's station, and he was like, "What's cooking, Shanice?" She writing some shit down. She's like, "Hey." He was like, "You good? A bad day?" We're gonna see what they're talking about. It's so good to see Kyle. It's really good. I was like, "Where the fuck is he? We ain't seen his ass since Winterfest." But again, he is a traveling physician, so yeah. So he was asking her, did she have a good day, bad day? She was like, well, it's all of it. He was like, moody patient. She was like, moody me. So he sees the ice cream over there. He was like, mind if I have something? She was like, sure, take them all. Damn it. Shit, they just been sitting there mocking me, she says. Because your ass ordered all that fucking ice cream. He was like, yeah, I get that shit. I mean, I have a hard time resisting sweets too. So have you seen Dr. Dupree? Nicole, she says. No, I haven't seen her all day. He's eating the ice cream with is that a spork or a fork? I think he was eating it with a fork. Like, Shanice feels guilty about this Ted thing. Because she was like, no, thank God I ain't seen no Nicole's ass all day because I'm ready to go out with her man. That's how she's acting. Shanice, breathe, girl. Calm down. Just have a conversation with Nicole. Nicole got two men chasing her, girl. You got one. It's going to be all right. So we're back at the Bird Cafe. Vanessa asks Nicole, so both the girls are tested and everything's okay. So Nicole says, yes, thank goodness they both are negative. Oh, what a relief. Thank goodness. I'm sure Danny is so relieved. I know how hard it is to watch your kids go through hard times, even if your kids are adults, Vanessa said. So they have a little chit chat. She says, and kids who are not quite adults, this is what Nicole says. She asks her, is Deanna still, struggling with Doug's passing? And yes, of course. Who wouldn't be, girl? The man just died in September. Vanessa says that the only thing that she doesn't want to do is come home and visit her mommy. Nicole said her reaction is perfectly normal, girl. Your house has so many memories of her dad, reminders that could be triggering for her. She did say dad. In a way, she's protecting herself. I offered to sell the house, Vanessa says, but the kids didn't want that. It's so frustrating. I feel like I should be doing more, Vanessa says. You text her every day, right? Yes. And we video chat. So she says, well, you are doing everything you can with an almost adult girl. Well, it doesn't feel like it. Well, trust me, Nicole says. You are walking a very thin line being present for your daughter while respecting her independence and decision making. Well, at least Donnell is at Banneker with her, Vanessa says, and Deanna's seeing a therapist. Good, that's important. Nicole says, and here she go again, repeating the same line. The only thing that she doesn't want to do is spend time with her mammy. That is not a reflection on you, Nicole says. You're a great mom. Deanna will come home one day, and she will. She definitely will. Well, old and gray. Well, it might sound counterintuitive, but your relationship with Deanna will get stronger because you gave her space. Easier said than done, Vanessa says. I know, but even Danny found it easier when it came to allowing Chelsea to end her career. It was difficult, but she let her have her space. And that's when I realized we weren't just dealing with random teenage girls. We're back at the country club, and that's Jacob telling Naomi and Chelsea about, I guess, some case. Ooh, they got all these desserts and caviar and finger food sitting on the table. Of course, there's champagne. And Chelsea's fucking up her plate. Naomi is definitely someplace else. I'm sure she gonna tell Ashley what's going on. I'm sure she is, because Ashley is a nurse. She said, uh-huh. Naomi's like, it was like, okay, okay, look. Not one word I said has landed with either of you, has it? I heard you, boy. You said, many words. That's what Chelsea's like, I'm fucking up this raspberry, this strawberry on my plate. All I heard you say was police bullshit, 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 bullshit. I'm sorry, baby. I checked out, Naomi says, but I swear I love hearing your work stories. No, y'all don't. It's fine. I get it. Both of you are too busy celebrating while Danny's still facing the unknown. I get it. Naomi says, well, mom's a trooper. She can throw anything that the universe throws at her. Well, I don't know if I can handle the boredom that I feel, Chelsea. Okay, excuse me, Miss Thrill Seeker. Yeah, I mean, like Chelsea's really trying to be wide open. They said this week that I saw like a little sneak peek that Chelsea's going to be doing some things that Madison's going to be feeling uncomfortable about. So we'll keep an eye on this week. Maybe Mom and Haley will liven things up. Maybe by going a few rounds. They are grown past that, girl. Thank you for all of your support, Haley. I know how worried Bill's been about our girls. We're at the other side of the country club and that at the bar area, and that is what Danny is telling Haley, but looking at Bill. And it's real good to know that we can still count on him to be our rock. And Bill's like, and that's never going to change. Well, your husband, will your husband be joining the celebration? Haley says. Haley can feel that the tension that she's just space. She feels it. She's a smart cookie, but she feels that. And then Andre shows up. Here he is now. So he comes in. He was like, "Why the three of you over here at the bar when the guests of honor are over there on the couch? I mean, on the couch. I'm on couch." I can't speak for the terrible twosomes motives, but I came over here to the bar to order another champagne, a bottle of champagne for the celebration. That is what Danny said. Understood, he says. Oh, and I grabbed a couple of your favorite caffeine fix treats just for you, my love. This is what Andre tells his wife. Oh, Andre, that's so thoughtful. I really do appreciate that. And I appreciate your appreciation. You landed on real thick, Andre. And of course, Bill don't like it because he's standing there looking all damn sour. So Bill was like, excuse me, I need to make a call. So he skedaddles. When I tell you Haley can barely run in that dress, that thing is so fucking tight. I don't know how the background people can sit there and not see her like tiptoeing like a little pony. My little pony. I would do a video of her running. Bill, Bill, wait, Bill. That was funny. You see it on the screen. Y'all saw it. Them stilettos is stilettoing. So they leave out there and go to the lobby area. So Andre was like, "Well, damn, is it my cologne?" He starts sniffing. She said, "Well, wait, if it is, let's bottle that shit and bathe in that shit daily." Well, I guess I'm not getting my bar brawl, but I must say, seeing mom laughing and in love is a hell of a lot better, Chelsea says, because we're back at the other side of the room. And now Naomi is deciding to nibble on something. I won't argue with you on that, Naomi says. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I want to be like mom. Chelsea is definitely interesting. I'm sorry, Naomi says. Who are you and what did you do with my sister? You know, the girl who who spent many years trying to get her ass away from her. Where is she? I mean, she's not caught on being a carrier. She's living life in the now. That's tough, and she's nailing that shit. And so she picks up her phone. Chelsea picks up her phone, and so Naomi was like, and you're so impressed that you're looking for something else to do, girl? Well, there's gotta be something popping that's better than this boring ass place, girl. Oh, no offense, sis. If I find some place, girl, do you want to join me? Naomi says, I don't want to ditch mom and dad. Well, I'll go see what the parentals are up to and what's taking them so long to get over here. So Jacob gets up and he moves from the chair to the little love seat couch that they're on. You see it on the screen. So he hadn't said anything. He just wraps his arms around her. I'm fine. I don't need for you to keep asking me if I'm okay. Now that I know the test results, I'm better than okay. I know what my future looks like and I can face it head on. Okay, fine, he says. No more feeling questions tonight. She's like, okay, thank you, but know this shit, all right? I will never stop checking in on with my wife. All right. So we get back at the hospital desk and all the ice cream is gone. So Shanice notices it. He's like, the offending ice cream has gone. She says, I refuse to believe that you say, ate all that fucking ice cream. He says, that's the kind of guy I am. Always willing to take one for Team Shanice. He's like, all right. I only ate one, okay? And the food services people came and took the rest. But I was hoping, that I was willing to do a solid for you. He says, I can ask for a favor. She looking at him like, what? I suppose it is, she says. He says, I was hoping that you can give me some intel on one of the docs here. Ah, Dr. Nicole Dupree, she says. He says, I got enough info on Nicole. We had quite a great get to know you session after Winterfest date. Oh, really? Shanice says, do spill that tea, Kyle. I never neck massage in the office and tell. Oh la la, she says. He says, honestly, I would like to get some information about one of the doctors I'm consulting with today. He's got a really great professional rep. But she said, well, does this doctor have a name? Uh-oh, who is it? Fitzgerald, he said. Oh shit. Oh, excuse me if I hit the microphone. Carlton. So she was looking like Carlton Fitzgerald. He was like, yeah, that's him. What's up with the look? Is he an ass or something? She said, nope, not at all. You two just have something in common. Nurse Johnson. So Carlton comes. I heard the elevator ding. It is Carlton who gets off. And so she looks at Kyle without telling Kyle that's who he is. She says, Dr. Fitzgerald. So Carlton tells Kyle, and you must be the orthopedic surgeon that I'm meeting for a consultation. Kyle says, I am. Child, let Nicole come in there and come in the middle of them, please. So they shake hands. Dr. Rollins, Kyle Rollins, are you ready to dive in? Always. Let's do it. All this man testosterone shit. Okay, I'm looking at the little doctor names on the board between the elevators. I never noticed it before. It's over Carlton's shoulder. We have Dr. M. Garcia, Dr. A. Tabor. We have Dr. N. Dupree Dash Richardson. Then we have T. Dot Richardson. So yeah, they name thing. Y'all better be on fishy out. Have fun, you two. Shanice says. So they leave. She writing down some shit. She says, "It's about to get real awkward around here." Yeah, it's giving me like Grey's Anatomy shit. You got all these doctors and nurses. Fucking, that's what I'm getting. It's like a Grey's Anatomy. It's gonna be interesting, very interesting. And you're still thinking about you and me going out on a double date. This is Nicole asking Vanessa this at the Bird Cafe. When I have a great idea, Vanessa says, I do not let it go, my friend. So, will Carlton be joining us or someone else? I do not know who you could possibly mean, Nicole said. Your new paramour, the one from Winterfest. Go ahead, Vanessa is like, you see the wings on her back, baby. She is floating, honey. Kyle will not be joining on the double date. Carlton is my plus one. Kyle was a fun distraction, Nicole says. I'm all for fun distractions, boo. But I think that Carlton is very smitten with you and seems like a very loyal man. That is what Vanessa says. I still don't trust him, y'all. That left eye that he be squinting, I don't trust Carlton. I don't. He is attentive, Nicole says, and I enjoy his company. But Vanessa says, girl, he wants more. And he has for a long time. I'm not sure I'm ready to dive into something as serious as he would like yet. This crazy heifer. Well, since you're thinking about playing the field, I can think of several men who will be more than willing to show you some attention. This girl reaches in her purse, honey, and gives Nicole what is a heart attached business card. This is the first time that I've ever seen a matching energy when it comes to people being. I don't know if you caught this or not. I was recording. I must have hit stop by mistake. But I don't know. I've never seen Joey uh feeling like a equal energy when it comes to a person in his space. Leslie is the only one. He says now that the name on the building is done. No, well, the location is done. Now the clinic's name game is a done deal. That's what he tells her. I don't know if you guys heard that he put the glass on the counter at the bar and she took it back and snatched it and was drinking it. I just feel like they are so equal. I don't know why. I just feel like they're equal. It's going to be called the Phoenix Street Free Clinic. And there's going to be a plaque outside that reads, in memory of Dr. Doug McBride. That is final and irreversible, he says. Bill Hamilton is writing up the contract. Oh, you do know Bill, don't you? Bill is writing up the contracts, and I expect you to sign them without a fight. You overplayed your hand when you got involved with Satan's cousin. And I'm not signing shot from the law offices of Bill Hamilton Esquire. He said, well, honey, the bravado never stops. It's very entertaining, but I'm busy, so. So he puts a chip on the table. What's that? She says, you going to keep me in suspense? He says, oh, that? That's my ace in the hole, baby. Oh, that's a thumb drive. What's on the thumb drive? He got something on. Oh, it might be the video of her on that fucking motorcycle. Ooh. Oh, bravo. Oh, Mr. Armstrong. Oh, I love it. A great big reveal. And you know, I am a big fan of theatrics, but I have notes. He says, notes? Notes on how I'm blackmailing you. I gotta admit, he says, that's a first. Try a public setting next time. He said, nah, 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 that's your style. Oh, that didn't go so well for you the last time, though, did it? Oh, contraire. You know, the priest did vilify me, and my rep took a tiny hit. But I am rectifying all of that. That which is why you don't get to rename the Leslie Thomas Outreach Project. So he pulls a little flash drive out of the laptop. You think that a little something like that is going to get in my way, she said. Oh, this could be quite the setback, Joey says. Oh, no, I don't believe in setbacks, Joey. I call them step back. Because when you step back, then you have just enough time to get the lay of the ground in the land and figure out a plan. That's what she's going to. I hate when people like warn her because she's always a step ahead of them. That's what Bill says. When you got somebody who got new money, yeah, she's going to spend it out. But at the same time, she's always ahead. That's why Joey said he wasn't worried about it. I bet you that damn video shows her on that fucking microphone motorcycle running Laura off that road. I bet you, because it was her. I may be down at times, but I am never out. So she's about to leave. He says, Leslie. She turns around. What? Catch. So he threw her the card. I mean, threw her the card. Street driver. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. She's he's just so you remember who holds all the cards, because that ain't the only copy. That man got way more than copies. He knows what to do. she, he says, she wants her to hold that just in case she needs to remember who holds all the cards. She's talking just for now. So she skedaddles out slowly, honey. He turns out at us and he says, "Damn, the women in this town, I swear." Then of course we go to the next scene at the Bird Cafe and we have a link of script lines. That card is the link to the family and friends discount. That is Vanessa talking to Nicole about the heart attached escort service. Family friends discount. Heart attached. I recognize that. That's that escort service you like. No, she's in charge of now, girl. I can't believe that you use them that often that now you can be sharing a damn discount. Not that she use them that often, that she can have a damn discount. Nicole, does escort services have punch cards? Book 6 dates, get the seventh free? No, but punch cards could be a profitable idea. I don't want my business compared to a nail salon. But I do suppose that there are some similarities, though. What could be compared to escort services and nail salons? Feet, touching, um, special drinks, massaging. I think that's all my mind will allow for me to say on here. So keep going, Char. Be quiet. Okay, so she's breaking it down. She says we offer a variety of polishes, from regular to very hard gel, and the customer gets to choose the length of their manicure. Wait a minute, Nicole says. What do you mean your business? Oh, girl, Heart Attack is under new management. Mine. So Nicole's like she's so shocked. We're back at the country club and we see Bill waiting in the lobby. Haley comes out there. Thanks for waiting. He says, I am thrilled Naomi and Chelsea tested negative, babe. Maybe Naomi will let me take her out just to celebrate, just the two of us, right? After all, she did not snap the olive branch that I offered. He says, olive branch? The text I sent her. She could have blown me off, but she didn't. Well, he says, there's nothing that would make me happier than to see the two of you become good friends again, baby. She said, well, let's go back inside and join the party. He said, no, 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 no. Why don't we stay out here a little bit longer? He's only doing that so he doesn't have to see Danny and Andre smooching and licking and sucking all over each other. That's why he's doing that. He's such a selfish. So Chelsea is over near Andre and Danny, and she says, he's like, congratulations, Chelsea. Andre says, thank you, stepdad. Really, Chelsea? So he asks her, would she like to celebrate with some of those pastries that he picked up at the Bird Cafe or some more champagne? What would you like? Forgot to tell you that Bill and Haley was smooching and lapping all over each other in the lobby. They just delivered a fresh bottle, Danny says, of champagne. So, well, you're better off popping that cork over here than over there, Chelsea. Why? Andre says. Shop talk. Ugh, who's talking law and order? That's poor Jacob. Jacob can't win for losing, y'all. So who's talking law and order? That's what Danny says. Something about some shoplifting sting or something like that. So yeah. Your brother-in-law is an excellent detective, Danny says, but his storytelling skills are meh. They need a serious upgrade. So she looks at her phone. She sees that Madison just texted her and told her that she just got out of her lecture. Danny was like, invite her to join us, girl. She don't want to be over in that boring place. Nah, I might surprise her at the hospital and tell her the good news in person. Then we might hit up a different spot. Unless that would be rude. Have I ever cared, honey, whether I was socially acceptable in your personal life? Can't say that you have. And neither should you, girl. You shouldn't give a. So she gave them both smooches. Him and Danny. She gave Andre and Danny a smooch. She said, I should tell Dad by now. I'm telling you, that girl is wearing that dress. She's wearing it. She's wearing the fucks out of it. Now we're back on the couch with Naomi and Jacob. Is she tipsy? Okay, so she's not. That was just her laughing real hard. Jacob gets a text at work. He asked her. She asked him, "It's work?" He was like, "Yeah, but this shit can wait till tomorrow, honey." Looks like everybody's dying down. Everybody's leaving. Everybody's skedaddling. So she's like, actually, Naomi was like, I would really like to keep the party going. He was like, okay, I can go find Chelsea. We can go hang out with her, Madison. What do you? She says, I was thinking of a more intimate gathering. Uh-oh. I like the way your mind works, counselor. I'll tell the fam we about to bounce. So they about to kiss because he was going to walk away. She grabbed him and kissed him again. So sorry for the interruption. Andre, what I tell you, Andre is always interrupting people. Always interrupting people. Congratulations, Naomi, Andre said. Thank you, Andre. It is definitely a relief. He says it must be a relief. Sorry, Andre. Sorry, Andre. Jacob and I have to run because we have something to do. Yeah, yeah, we got something to do. Yeah, something to do. They was just Andre and Danny was just mocking them. That's a cute purse that Danny has. When I tell you that Jacob and Naomi was running out of that damn country club, baby, they was running. So Naomi left her phone. Andre said, I'll grab it, babe, and run after and get it. So she's pouring her some more champagne. Bill comes in. He's calm down, calm down. Alone again, he says. When they were showing all those old episodes of how nasty he treated her, y'all, at the beginning of season one, now I understand why I don't want them together. He was nasty to her. He was a mother. He was. He was evil to her. And there's a difference. You could tell a difference when it comes to what she looked like then compared to now. Back then, she had so much hurt and pain in her eyes and her face. The character just fucked the mess out of that role. She really just did it. But now she has more peace, more happiness, more joy on her face. You don't see that. We didn't see that at the beginning. We just did not see that before. So, yeah, shit. I don't want him with her. But we know they're going to be together. I know y'all be like Team Bill and Danny. They're going to get back together. I know it. But I'm wondering what's going to happen when they do. Is he only interested in her? I got to sneeze. Ooh, is it coming? Ooh, that thing is burning me. Okay. Come on, sneeze. Okay, if it comes, y'all won't hear it. Is he only with her because she has somebody else? Because he wasn't interested in her until she had somebody else. If she was still single, he wouldn't want her ass. He would not want her. So Danny says, Yep, I am alone. So she goes and sits down and smiles and crosses her legs, and he comes over there too. So I can see Haley get ready to come in. And Andre is coming in from the lobby area, from the patio area, and Haley is coming in from the lobby area, and they both are seeing them sitting down. So they come and sit beside their spouses, and so Haley asked Bill, Where did Naomi and Jacob go? Oh, they left when you were in the ladies' room, Bill said. Oh, it's too bad that I missed them. So, God. Leslie comes in there, straight to the bar. I need a shot. And Bill is there. Oh my God. Chelsea left too soon because this might be the moment that something's going to pop the fuck off. So she sees the couples over there, huddling together, and she winces at them. And she knocked that damn shot up, and then another please. She finna show her ass. I don't mind her doing this. Be embarrassed because your ass need to be kicked out of there. So okay, they bringing Star Search back. Cool, this would be my show. It's getting late, sweetheart, and as much as I love hanging out, impromptu gatherings, there's still a lot to be done. So we got to go back to work, boo. That's what Haley. I guess she's trying to make Bill leave. Girl, you don't work, so and Bill has his own company. He can show up whenever the fuck he want. So Haley was scooting her ass up, trying to get up. He was like, "How's Anita doing?" "Oh, I saw her earlier today, and she was talking about cotillion stuff with Kat and Samantha." "What?" he says. "Samantha's that old already? Damn, I remember Naomi's cotillion." And Haley is looking at him, "Motherfucker, we ain't- go ahead and sit back, little girl. Sit back." So they just reminisce about Naomi's cotillion, how she couldn't find a dress, she couldn't find an escort or a limousine that satisfied her, blah, blah, blah. Then we found out that she was teensy with self conscious. Is that why she was pouting around all week? Yeah, yeah. I mean, they're talking with each other that like Andre, and damn Haley ain't even sitting there. After he danced around the living room with her a few times and she learned the moves to the coming out dance, she was good to go. That's what Bill said. Shit, that bitch. She took her purse and knocked over his drink over on his foot. "Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Let me get something to get that up." And Bill looking at her like, "This bitch. She could barely move with his fucking drink." So Andre tells Danny, "Yeah, maybe we should go too." "Yeah, yeah, great, great. Thanks, Bill, for picking up the tab." So she letting Bill pick up the tab and they leave his ass there to pay for everything. Andre hit Bill on the shoulder real hard and left. I think that Tim had said that when they were talking. Remember, they had their first face off with each other when Sean, aka Andre, hit him on the chest. He was like, "Man, that wasn't in the script." That's why I love stuff like that. That behind the scenes, because I didn't think that it was in the script that Andre hit him on the chest. Sometimes you gotta find that vibe with that character and just let it rock. I think that when they was leaving, I don't think that him hitting Bill on the shoulder was in the script. I just think that he just did it because he wanted to smile. Timon wants to smile. He really does. Timon, you can tell that he wanted to break character and just crack the fuck up. So Haley is over at the bar while Leslie is sitting there, legs crossed, probably on her third shot. "I made such a mess. Would you mind? Would you be able to get a wet towel?" This is what she tells the bartender. That boy, he don't have no lines. But that baby be working. You hear me? That bartender guy, he don't have no fucking lines. But he be having some, he be making that money on. He actually said something. "Don't worry about it, Miss Hamilton. I'll take care of it." "You're such a help," she says. "Thank you." Because he really never says anything. So you better speak, boo. Having trouble keeping dick. I can't even say it because I know this is chat. Wait a minute. Let me say it. Let me say it. "Having trouble keeping Big Bully, the Billy Goat Hamilton, interested." That's what Leslie says. Jasmine Williams is the only one that I know on my channel. I don't look at other people's channel. Jasmine Williams is the only one that has called him Billy Goat. Now, y'all tell me, did Leslie ever call him a Billy Goat before? Has Leslie or anybody call him a Billy Goat? If that's the case, then they them writers are over here listening to us. I don't care what the fuck y'all say. They over here listening. Cause my Jasmine Williams is the only one who has ever called him Billy Goat. Now, y'all correct me. Jasmine, you know you'll correct me. Crystal is our historian. Jays is a parliamentary. Y'all tell me, somebody tell me, did anybody ever use Billy Goat on this show? Because Jasmine Williams is the only one that's ever called Bill a Billy Goat. So y'all tell me, all right? Please. Because I said hole in the wall. They never said hole in the wall before. Now all of a sudden they put hole in the wall in this season. And now you got Billy Goat. All right. I know y'all listening. I know y'all out there listening, writers. Why don't y'all just go ahead and email me? Damn. thespianauntie@gmail.com. Just be like, "Shar, yes, please don't tell nobody." But yes, we have, we've gotten some creative, language. We listen to everybody. Yeah, we be disguising ourselves under damn dummy accounts. And we go and listen. Because if it's funny, we gonna snatch that shit. If we look at your comments and we see something that somebody said that's really funny, yeah, we gonna take it. I don't remember her calling him a Billy Goat. Jasmine Williams is the only one that I know who has called this man a Billy Goat. Y'all let me know in the comments below. All right, back to the show. And not to toot my own horn, but beep beep toot toot beep beep, because there wasn't a single yawn in that auditorium. This is Madison talking to Shanice about her lecture that she gave. Madison is a in the box kind of girl. She's very stiff. Hmm. I didn't see that in her when we first started. She's very like stiff. I don't know. Her and Chelsea are not as connected as I thought that they were. I don't know. I'm gonna watch that. So she talks about how, people were coming to her afterwards, telling her how fantastic she was. One of them was even a research facility in Copenhagen. Okay, go ahead, Maddie. Brain science is just one of those subjects that fascinates everyone. Ding! We hear the elevator bell ding. Yeah, and with your enthusiasm, Shani says, I can see why. Brain science, girl, don't nobody. She's talking about everybody's fascinating. Well, it depends on if she's made it fascinating. That I would probably would be very intrigued. I would. Now, if Chelsea was bored with Jacob's damn speech about talking about girls and thefts, if Madison goes on and on about brain science, that girl is going to be like, "Huh? What, babe? Yeah, let's go out." Oh, hey, baby. That was Chelsea. Mm, what did I miss? Dr. Montgomery's lecture apparently slapped, Shanice says, because attendees, honey, have been coming at her like she was Anita Williams at the reunion concert. Yes, that's my woman. And I'm glad that we have something else to celebrate. So she told them that she tested negative for the BRCA gene variant. So they happy. So Chelsea asks her to see if she's free. But Madison wanted to make some notes about the lecture because Shanice had to go check on a patient. So can I make a better offer? Chelsea says. Well, what do you have in mind? Well, I just want to go and celebrate being cancer free, girl. I was just with my parents at the country club. So Madison says, sure, honey. We can go somewhere and have cocktails, Madison says. Okay, wait. That's great, great. Let's start at Uptown. Madison says, start at Uptown. What do you mean start? Yeah, and see where the evening takes us. So she grabs her and they go. I guess start. Anybody ever did a bar crawl? I never did that. Like start at one place and you go to these different bars to drink. I like I said, I'm a lightweight. Y'all know what I do with one glass of wine. That's to be a half a glass. Y'all already hear the tipsy recap. I've never done a bar crawl before. Like start and then you go to another place. Never did that. I've been too scared, honey. All of this is a lot. Okay, this is what Nicole says at the Bird Cafe with her bestie, Vanessa. Joey owns the dating service, and you're now in charge, and Diego works for you. Yes, yes, and yes. Bookings have almost doubled since I took over. Yeah, you better go ahead and work it, boo. And customer satisfaction, girl, is through the roof. I can see how excited and fulfilled you are, but what? My concern for your liability, girl. Are escort services even legal in the DMV? Heart Attach offers dates, not sex, which is legal and above board. If a client and their date hit it off and it leads to something more, well, there's not much I nor the authorities could do about that, is there? I don't think your argument would hold up in court, but hey, if you're not worried, I won't be either. I'm not worried, girl. Joy would have never put me in charge if there was the slightest chance I get into legal trouble. Besides, if I did find myself in trouble, I know a judge who has a punch card full of manicures. Wow. Who is this judge? Nicole says, honey, I would never betray a client's confidentiality. Would you? No, but something you keep in mind should you find yourself in need of an attachment. Nessa grabs her purse and her coffee. I appreciate your support, friend. Bye bye. Ta ta. I have no idea what you're talking about. Bill and I have never been closer or happier. This is Haley. I don't know why she's even giving Leslie the time of day. Leslie got that shot in her body, in her hand. That's it. That bitch is gonna act a fucking fool. Yeah. Why were you over there hanging on to him tighter than a tick on a dog? It sure is not because wifey number one was sitting right across from him and he just couldn't keep taking his eyes off of her. Do I look like I care to hear your vapid observations? Bill has a way and a special gift of making people feel miserable. He threatened to snatch my baby from my arm in order to run me out of town, try to take my mansion. And now he is sticking his big old nose all up in the plans for my free clinic. And from the looks of it, well, he is making your life miserable too. I bet that we could together, girl, shoot him a shoot him a little misery into his world. And don't play the innocent ingenue with me, 'cause ain't nobody got time for the games. And from the looks of it, whatever long game your ass is playing, you're running out of time for that too. All right, we showed Naomi and Jacob showing more chest and back. That's what we're doing. I'm trying not to get copywritten. Oh my God, we are at Uptown, and so we got this fine yellow guy. His name is Malik. He used to kick it with Chelsea. Oh my God, Malik! And so Madison was like, "Hi, Malik. Nice to meet you. Did you used to work with Chelsea during her modeling days?" And he was like, modeling? You sure do know how to swell a man's head. He's light skinned, got them pretty gray eyes. He says, but no, I never modeled. He says he's in hospitality. I'm sure he's one of those hot attached guys. He says a while back, Chelsea here was one of my favorite customers. Customer? Well, Malik supplied party favors. He says, ladies, my supplies chain is still open. Oh my God, what was Chelsea doing? I don't think this is a heart attached situation. So he got a little dime bag. Hopefully that don't shut me down. Look it up if you don't know what it is, 'cause I ain't telling you what it is. He slips it in her hand. And that's what like I told y'all. I said this week they said that Chelsea was gonna do something and Madison didn't like it. Interesting. You're not seriously thinking about taking one of those, are you? That is what Madison asks Chelsea. And so the next word we hear, we see the word busted. So this is Vanessa telling this to Joey because she's at the hole in the wall. The hole in the wall. The hole in the wall. So she asks him, was he checking out naughty pics at work? He stands up. I prefer the live version. And they tongue down right there in the hole in the wall, honey. So here they go. We haven't seen them do this in a while. Here they go all over each other. He picks up on the desk. Can't nobody tell me that shit feels good when a man pick your ass up and slam you on a hardwood desk. It looks sexy, but y'all better have did it one time, cause you ain't gonna throw me on a fucking desk with damn nasty hard ass poker table shit. She's like, oh, okay. The selfies that she took, that's what he was looking at on his phone. Remember, she took that with taking her for coat and stuff. He's like, oh, you daredevil. Those selfies were hot. I had an unexpected observer, he said. I'm sorry, she said that. He was like, ho. She said, your not so quiet, the not so silent partner and irrepressible partner, Leslie Thomas. Leslie was everywhere today, wasn't she? Yeah, she was everywhere today. Damn, as soon as they mentioned her, he just shut it down. Start buttoning up his clothes and her clothes. They just talked about running in her today. Hopefully she's doing something good for the community, blah, blah, blah. So he did tell her that he did have his own running with her today, just like she did. Uh-oh. So Vanessa phone rings. So it's Lolly calling in. Well, we think it's Lolly calling in. She's one of their best clients. She's a VIP. So when Vanessa answers the phone, hi Lolly, how can I help you? No, bitch. This is Lance, her husband. Damn. You been fixing my wife up with man whores. Lance, I'm sorry, but but that isn't what heart. Don't, Lance says. Don't give me some cock and bull story. We are running a male hooker racket. Told you that they had this little saying. Lance, we are running a dating service. And if you have a problem with that, you should take it up with Lolly, not me. You bet I have a problem. You better stop what you're doing, or my big problem is going to be your big problem. Joey says, you want to tell me what the fuck that was? Because see, Vanessa would been on this cloud because she's been having all these clients. But if these women are married, yeah, these men gonna find out. Because women, we're sneaky, but we ain't that sneaky. We do drop the ball unless she started trying all these new tricks on Lance. Lance be like, wait a minute, what the fuck you learn that from? So we back at the hospital with Shanice, Carlton, and Kyle. Kyle is there typing on his laptop while Carlton is asking something of Shanice. Says we should definitely schedule Mrs. Smith as soon as possible. So when is Nicole coming in? Because she coming, baby. So she comes up to the desk. He says, well, there is my fun-loving adventuress, Carlton says. And Kyle is like, what? She says, Carlton, nice to see you. Nicole says. So Shanice and Kyle is looking at Nicole like, the fuck? So Carlton introduces Nicole. It says, this is Dr. It introduces Kyle to Nicole and says, this is Dr. Kyle Rollins, the orthopedic surgeon that I've been consulting with. Kyle says, Nicole and I go way back. Carlton says, do you? Hell, I thought I knew all of Nicole's friends. Oh, Kyle said her dates too? Because I was her date at Winterfest. Whoa. I need to press play. Carlton says, so you were my stand in. Well, thank you for stepping up and keeping Nicole company while I couldn't make it. And Shanice is eating this up like it's one of them ice cream cups. So he says, no need to thank me, Kyle says. Wasn't any hardship. Unless I was mistaken, looks at Nicole. No, you're not mistaken, Nicole says. It wasn't a hardship at all. Back at the country club, we see Leslie holding that little drive, which what where Joey showed her. It had to be the evidence of her either being in the hospital, going in Laura's room, or the motorcycle. So she's looking at it and has it in her hand. What if we start our house again at St. Bart's and then see if we could snag an even better vacation home? This is what Haley is saying to Bill at the other side of the country club. Today, the country club is popping today. He says, well, I don't know if that's a good time right now, baby. We got two mergers that I really have to oversee. I just think that it's too much on the docket right now. Kiss that $2 million payday goodbye, Hailster. This is Haley seeing a vision of Danny in the chair across from her. This is what she's telling Haley in her head. Remember how Danny thought that Haley was there in her head? Y'all just be let these bitches live in your head. The imagination Danny says, he'll always choose me. And Haley closed her eyes real quick. And then she opened it up and the figment of her imagination was gone. I might let her eyeballs being closed maybe be my thumbnail, maybe. So she just might team up with Leslie because Leslie, she looked back at Leslie. Leslie gave her another cheers. I don't know what number shot that was on for her, but she's looking. So we're at the little palace with Andre and Danny. So he asks her, now that her girls are okay, why don't she join him in New York? He can kind of knock out those meetings real quick, and then they can stroll through Central Park, do some fucking, look what they've been doing. I mean, we could see some Broadway shows and then some more again. You know what I'm saying? Mwah. So he says all of that is good for the mind, body, and soul. She says that sounds like heaven, baby. But with mother having chemo, I feel like I need to stay close to home. Girl, it's just a weekend. Shit, and burning is good. I swear. So she did. She said, not just for her, but for daddy. I told him that he can lean on me and I just can't skip out on him like that. He says, of course, I'm hearing you. And actually, that makes total perfect sense. I don't like the way he talked to you. You shouldn't have to take that for any reason from nobody. This is what Joey is telling Vanessa because we back at the hole in the wall. And he didn't like how the way Lance was talking to her. She had him on speaker for a reason. She wanted Joey to hear that. Yeah, because she can't handle this. She wasn't expecting this. She was looking at how the women were being taken care of so greatly. Girl, no, not if their husbands find out. He says, I'll handle that mother. She said, look, Joey, I'm a woman in business, and we always get talked differently than a man would be talked to. And we handle it differently, okay? I'm fine. And I'm certainly not going to let you be my knight in shining armor riding to my rescue. I run the dating service. I'll handle it. Okay, okay, okay. I'll stay out of it, he says, which we know he won't. He says for now. Wow. I can't remember the last time we got busy like that. I'm sorry. That's Jacob and Naomi. They didn't even make it to the damn bed. They all wait a minute. We see them in the living room. Shit. I just noticed it. We got a new room. Okay, we got books. It's very Afrocentric. I love it. I love it. We have a little table, a stripe, zebra stripe, a little coffee table. We have a window. We have a L-shaped sofa. We okay, bookshelves. Okay, a beautiful print on the wall. So we got another room, y'all. We got another fucking room for Jacob and Naomi. So proud. Thank y'all Beyond the Gates for just, splurging a little bit on the cat. Yeah, he said the same thing. I can't remember the last time we got that carried away that we ain't even making it to the fucking bedroom. Yeah, I'm shocked too. Y'all, we got a new room. This is gonna be my dad. No, I can't because he's sitting here with his drawers on. I can't do this. On my I wish I could use this as my screen on my thumbnail. God almighty. It's eye candy, you know what I'm saying? So Naomi was like, "Look, I know I'm not for spontaneity and all that boo, but shit." She's like, "But I wouldn't mind switching up the narrative." He was like, "Oh yeah." She said, "Mm-hmm. Route 2 then. Right now." Shit. Oh greedy motherfucker. Come on, round 2 right damn now. God dog. Kitchen or shower? That bitch got up. She said, "Catch me if you can." And they ran, baby. You can see her hair going, and he ran after her. This is a good time, Naomi, but you still you know, and we all know that this is what they use to avoid the issue. They fuck. So he's so caught up in the fucking he don't care. But they always she said they never had a problem when it came to intimacy, but they use that as a weapon so that so that they won't deal with their actual problems. And because she's being so spontaneous and adventurous and trying different shit, yeah, there's a problem. There's a problem. So Chelsea has a bag full of vitamins, and she tells Madison to take one. We can share. Madison's like, "Bitch, I'm not taking no random pill from no stranger, Chelsea. Malik is a friend." It makes me wonder, did Chelsea call him there? She probably did. She says Malik is a friend. And he wouldn't give me anything dangerous. Okay, Chels. Because it wouldn't be too good for his business now, would it? And she's shaking the bag, trying to get the shit out. That guy is a dealer, Chelsea. He's not your friend. I'm surprised you don't know that. You know, Madison is the straight and narrow, baby. The straight and narrow. You could just tell from their outfits how prim and proper Madison is and how, yes, go, girl, let's go. Chelsea. And I'm more surprised that's the kind of guy that you're okay with associating with. That is what Madison said. Well, it's not like he's on the corner selling the rug. Chelsea, that is a D rug. Madison, girl, I have done this before, okay? It's not going to zock me out or anything. Oh, Lord, here we go. Madison breaking it down how the D rugs can have a lot of effects on the brain, like the basal ganglial prefrontal cortex. You know, that's her. She's just going to spit all these terms. Okay, girl, I see that you're still in lecture mode from earlier, girl. And this isn't hardcore, okay, girl? It's just fun. Well, this ain't the kind of fun bitch that I thought we'd be having, Madison said. Yeah, tell me about it. Well, I feel like you're acting out because you're testing negative, so you're trying to live life to the fullest. And what's wrong with that? Girl, that's not a free pass to be reckless and shit. You're not invincible, Chelsea, and that pill could be laced with, okay, okay. Try ditching the stethoscope and just being spontaneous, okay? I'm here to have a good time, and these will help. I'm going to hit the dance floor. She pops one and drinks. I hope that's not alcohol that she's swallowing it down with, because, girl, you coming, bitch? Madison just sat down. Later, baby. And she left her. So Chelsea hit the dance floor. I never remember Uptown having a dance floor, only during, New Year's, and that was the end. Although this was a rough start, but that was the end of episode number 12. Yeah, episode number 12, season 2 of Beyond the Gates. I'm sorry how I started off this audio, y'all. I was pissed. I can't believe they used a whole hour and I had to be forced to pay this damn $15 to cut this damn thing back on. But that's I guess that's the the benefits of having Paramount Plus, but at some point it kept buffering a lot, and I watched it on my computer, my desktop, but now I had this new laptop. I didn't have any buffering, so it was cool. So let me go and get all this edited together and get it up. So whatever questions that I asked y'all, please answer them in the description. I mean, not description, the comments below. Thank you for all of my new subscribers, my seasoned rascals. Thank y'all so much for the love. Child, when I tell you I was relaxing this weekend, I wanted to get up and do that front porch. I just couldn't have that, didn't have the mental capacity to do it because I was just relaxing. I wanted to take a day, but I will definitely, because last week the one that had the most views was uh the one with damn, I have to go back. I can't remember because that damn video had 121 comments and over 450 views, so I can't remember which one, but I'm gonna do a front porch sometime this week. I will. I promise y'all. I promise. I promise. But I gotta focus on this too. So let me go and get this together and get this edited. And I love you guys so much. Please be safe out there. Be careful. Stay warm. Stay hydrated. Love you. Bye.